you. And indeed, it looks like that we are live on all the social networks. So welcome everybody. Welcome to another day on planet Earth. It's Thursday, the 21st of May, and it's day 41 of our tapping get together, where we've been tapping every weekday, Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. BST for around 20-25 minutes on stress, anxiety, and fear, and boredom perhaps, or an overwhelming feeling of sadness, lack of control, and all the other negative emotion. And there's a whole range of them that we have been experiencing. We're all different, so we experience things differently. My name is Sonja Kirschner. I'm the founder of A Power Free Coaching, Training and Mind Freedom. I'm a life coach, a leadership coach, and a mindset expert. And I'm on the mission, for those of you who are new in joining us, I'm on the mission to keep us all mentally and spiritually fit in these difficult times. We've been tapping now for 9 weeks. This is week 9, day 41 of our tapping get together. So really well done for everybody who has been showing up on a consistent basis. You are doing yourself a huge favor because you are taking your power back. For those of you who are new in joining us, just briefly explain what tapping is. I will be also showing you the tapping points so that you feel a bit more comfortable tapping along. Just be aware that you need to have your hands clean. Obviously, hygiene is still of utmost importance. We will be also touching our face. So what is tapping? Tapping brings essentially together two worlds. World number one is the ancient Chinese acupressure, where we apply pressure with our fingertips on certain meridian points on our body. Meridian points being the end points of our meridian lines, which is the energy network on our body. And research shows that if we suffer emotionally, if we have one of those negative emotions, such as stress and anxiety and anger and frustration, that the energy network is at some point blocked, that there is some sort of emotional blockage. Now, through us tapping, through us applying pressure on meridian points, we are releasing the blockage and we are allowing the energy to flow again. But for this to happen effectively and really fast, there is another world to this, and we are bringing in the modern psychology into this as well. Modern psychology meaning essentially by us acknowledging for ourselves what is going on. You see, in this modern hectic day and age, we've been trained by society to just push on and press on every time we don't feel anything other than joy, motivation, love, and happiness. So anytime we feel unmotivated, unhappy, frustrated, angry, depressed, anxious, we've been taught to just press on and push on. Now, obviously, this is not good for our well-being. Our body is crying out by making us feel a certain way for attention. Through emotional freedom technique and the modern psychology part, we are taking a moment to acknowledge exactly what is going on, the emotional pain, or it may be that you have been carrying around physical pain as a result of the emotional pain with you. It may be new pain, it may be pain we have been carrying around for weeks, months, or even years. By us taking the time to acknowledge and to tune in and to address what specifically is going on for us, it's almost like we are taking the hold it has over us away from it. And that's essentially what those emotions and the pain are doing. They're trying to communicate with us. And by us saying, hey, I can hear what you are saying and I'm now giving you some attention, the hold gradually disappears. And it's not about dwelling on negativity. It's quite the opposite. It's about acknowledging what is going on so that you can take your power back. So, emotional freedom technique. Why is it so important, especially now? If you think of our brain as the control center of everything that is going on for us. The primary function of our brain is to keep us safe, to protect us from danger. And you also have to note that our brain is a 2 million-year-old brain, and there's a part of it, the amygdala, which is the center that vigilantly looks out for danger. And how does it know we're in danger? Obviously it knows we are in danger by us observing what is going on around us. Now think of us way back when we were still chased by tigers and lions. We knew we were in danger because we were facing the animal, right? So by us sending danger signal to the brain, our brain responded by pumping our body with cortisol, with adrenaline, with endorphins. And what happened next is, you know for yourself, when you're in physical danger, our heart starts beating really fast. It starts pumping blood through our system. We start breathing faster in an effort to oxygenize our muscles ready for the fight or the flight. Which goes with it is the tremendous amounts of sweating as a result as well. So our body responds. It's getting us ready to flee or to fight. Now, fast forward to today, where our society is predominantly exposed to emotional danger rather than the physical danger, where we find stress as a form of danger, or fear of uncertainty, fear of lack of control. Now, obviously now the pandemic being a prime example, we observe what is going on around us. There is inevitably a certain element of fear, a certain element of lack of control, anxiety, frustration, sadness, perhaps. And we are, through observing what is going on around us and in the world by watching the news, we are sending danger signals to our brain. Now, they are not as pressing as if we were standing in front of a tiger or a lion, but they are still there. And our brain responds in proportionate amounts by sending the right amounts of cortisol, adrenaline, and all the other chemicals into our system. We may not feel it, obviously, as much as we do when we are faced with physical danger, but it is there in the background, and this is what our body is coping with. And no wonder that we are all feeling tired. I mean, ask yourself the question, have you been feeling more tired working from home in the last 9 or around 8-7 weeks since the lockdown? Most of us do feel drained, do feel emotional drained. It's almost like we are running a marathon quietly in the background. So as you can imagine, if we function in this way, it's not good for us. Us functioning in this way has a negative effect on our body, on our health, on our mental, spiritual well-being, on our sleep, on our immune system, especially now in times where we want to keep our immunity up. Now, through emotional freedom technique, we are taking our power back. We are essentially sending our brain signals to say, you know what, right now I'm fine. And the brain stops responding in the way it does when we are in danger. It stops sending those chemicals into our system, those hormones. And we are giving our body a chance to recover and restore itself. And this is where the power lies. We are giving ourselves the permission to recover, to restore ourselves. Our bodies know exactly what to do when we don't consistently expose them to emotional pain, when we don't consistently expose them to adrenaline, cortisol, endorphins, and so on. So with tapping, we're taking our power back because we're slowing right down, and we can feel the relief instantaneously within minutes. So what are the 9 tapping points? The 9 tapping points are, we're starting off on the side of our hand right here, also known as the karate chop point, and we are tapping quite firmly 7+ times. Next up, beginning of the eyebrows right here, followed by the side of the eyes right here, and you can choose to tap on one side or the other or both, because the meridian lines run on both sides of our body. Then underneath the eyes, underneath the nose, and you can choose to tap with 2 or more fingers underneath the mouth. This is a little crack below the lip, right here. We call it a chin. Collarbone, around 2-3 inches below the collarbone. And underneath the armpit, around 4 inches below for women, where the brow line sits. And we're finishing off the tapping cycle by tapping on top of our head, right here, which looks a little bit funny, but it's very effective, so just trust the process. So, if you're new to this, just relax, just trust the process, and just repeat after me. I will be giving you 2 rounds to address in your own words what is going on for you. But that is exactly what we are going to do right now. We are going to tune in to find out and to acknowledge what's going on. So let's dive right in by taking in a deep breath through our nose. And breathe out through your mouth. And feel free to close your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so. And as you do, just notice what you noticed and pay attention to the emotions within your body. Pay attention to how you feel. And if you had to pick one negative emotion, which is the dominant one, which stands out for you, what is it? Is it fear? Is it worry? Is it stress? Is it anxiety? And where in your body does it live? Is it in your chest, in your head, in your stomach? And how does it feel? It may manifest itself as a form of pressure, as a tingling feeling, as emptiness. Or perhaps you're experiencing physical pains, just headache, neck ache, shoulder ache, almost as if the entire weight of the world is sitting on your shoulder. Be specific, how does it feel? Is it a numb pain, or a tingling pain, or a sharp pain? So once you have identified that predominant emotional or physical pain, on a scale of intensity between 1 and 10, when 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest, what number would you give it? And you bring it up right now, I would expect the number to be somewhere around 5 or above. So what number would you give it? Remember this number or write it down, it's important, we will be coming back to it. So let's just start, let's dive in, right in. I will be giving you in a moment time to address in your own words what you have just identified for yourself. But for now, let's tap together, so just repeat after me. Starting on the side of our hand right here. Even though I am afraid, I'm choosing to relax. Even though I feel all this stress and anxiety in my body, I'm choosing to let them go. Even though I'm feeling all this stress, anxiety and fear in my body, I'm choosing to let them go. All this stress, all this anxiety, all this worry and fear that I've been feeling, all this emotional pain, all this physical pain, it feels like a dark cloud is hanging over me. All this pain is tiring me out. All this stress and anxiety. All the worry. All the fear. It's been so long. And I feel tired. All this emotional pain is draining me. It feels like it's growing with every single day. It feels like it's weighing me down so much. All this stress and anxiety in my body. And as we continue, I want you to now choose your own words to describe in your own words the emotional or the physical pain that you are feeling. Be as specific as you can be. Where does it live? How does it feel? 2 rounds of tapping where I want you to choose your own words. And deep in and out briefly to breathe through the energy blockages as we tap. Starting off, getting off the eyebrows right here. Side of the eye. Underneath the eye. Underneath the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Underneath the armpit. Top of the head. You're doing really well. 1 more round. Keep breathing. Side of the eyes. To the eyes. Underneath the eyes. Underneath the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Underneath the armpit. And top of the head. Well done. And as we now continue together, I want you to again just repeat after me. Even though I feel all this physical pain, even though I feel all this emotional pain, right now I'm choosing to relax. And although I may find it difficult to relax, right now I am giving myself the permission to do just that. I'm letting all the anxiety, all the worry, all the stress, all the fear go. Right now, I no longer hold on to them. Right now, I'm letting everything that has been holding me back and slowing me down and letting everything go. And I forgive myself. I forgive myself for having been so hard on myself. I know that I'm doing the best that I can. And I'm proud of myself for taking the time to do this for myself. As I'm letting all the negative emotions, all the pain go, I can feel how the dark, heavy clouds over me is dispersing. It feels like I can finally breathe. And I'm breathing in all the goodness that I deserve. I'm breathing in all the well-being. And I'm welcoming all the peace and harmony to flow to me and through me. And I can feel how peace and harmony are penetrating every cell of my body. And I can feel my body responding positively. It's almost like I'm pressing a reset button. I feel good. Right now, in this very moment, all is well. Right now, in this very moment, I am well. Right now, I find it so easy to let everything that hasn't serving me go. It's falling off me, all the negativity. All the negativity is replaced with peace and harmony and hope. With well-being and ease and peace. I'm taking my power back, and my body is responding. Right now, all is well. And I'm filling myself up with peace, harmony, resilience. And I feel good. And I'm choosing to take this feeling of well-being and peace with me into this day. and into every other day to come. And so it is. And as we gently stop tapping together, I want you to take in a deep breath through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And as you do, just notice what has changed. That emotional, that physical pain you have identified yourself at the beginning of the session. How has it shifted? And that number of intensity you have given it, originally, by how many points has it gone down? Well done. You have done really well. I know that you have experienced relief, and I would love to hear from you in the comments below what has changed and by how many points your pain has gone down. Tell me about your experience. It would be great to hear from you. So well done for joining us again today. Well done for showing up for yourself. Well done for taking your power back in this way and for doing so much to keep yourself mentally and spiritually fit. You see, this is all we can do right now. We can control how we feel, because when we do the work that makes us feel calm and in control, we have a much better life experience. We take better decisions, we react better to things, we look at things differently, and that is where our power lies. We may not be able to influence what's going on outside of us with the pandemic, but we can certainly influence how we feel and how we react to the situation. You've got a tool of EFT now in your pocket, so use it. Use it every time you feel anything other than great. You see, when we get together in these morning sessions, and I know for most of you who are coming back, you know this already anyway, we amplify the benefits we are experiencing through EFT for all of us on a mass conscious level. It's really powerful to tap together. So if you found relief, and if you know of people who suffer emotionally or physically in these trying times and want to help to spread the word, I encourage you to share this invitation to join us at these daily tapping sessions every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. BST for around 25 minutes to tap with us. Share this live stream as a recording with people so that they can catch up on today's session and find the relief that most of us are so desperately needing right now. So thanks for showing up for yourself. We are another day closer to the end of the lockdown. Really well done. We are all in this together, and we will get through this together. And doing it in this way, empowering ourselves in this way at the start of each day, is the best start to any day you can give yourself. So well done for showing up for yourself, and have a great day. Keep tapping, and I see you all tomorrow right here on the live stream at 10 a.m. if you're joining us from abroad at 10 a.m. BST. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.